Hi, everyone. My name is Svetlana. I'm working with Dr. Filonov. And today we would like to present you one of his patients. That is Tatiana. She lives in Australia. And she has a message that we wanted to share with wide audience because we really consider it's very important. One thing that Dr. Filonov is telling you something, another thing that I can add something. But when you hear the stories of people, you get the energy of that person. You get the idea of the journey that is happening right now. So that's why, Tatiana, welcome to our channel. We really are happy to have you here. And please present yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, your medical issues, and your path of healing before dry fasting.
Hi. So approximately 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which is a type of blood cancer. And the oncologist said to me that it's not curable. So, and there is we just have to wait, watch and wait until it starts to progress like very fast. And then you can have chemo to prolong sort of your life. And I'm not about to listen to my oncologist.
But when you discovered, what stage of your disease was?
Stage 4.
Stage what the last stage?
So it's bone marrow involved with lymph nodes everywhere, involvement of all pretty much upper, and it's considered stage 4 when you've got involvement of lymph nodes on top and at the bottom, and also in my stomach. So it was pretty bad. But lymphocyte count wasn't that high, but it was everywhere, but the lymphocyte count wasn't that high. So he said that you can still, we'll just watch and wait. And I didn't want to just wait and watch. So I decided to look for alternative methods.
Immediately. You didn't do chemo. You went immediately with alternative medicine.
None of the. I didn't do any treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done. First thing what I did is I read about water fast. So I've done 21-day water fast, and it did give quite very good results. The lymphocyte count dropped dramatically. But after the water fast, it was I felt extremely tired, and it was very hard to get back my digestion working because you have to constantly do colonics irrigations to clean your stomach. So it was just very difficult to get back to. It left me very weak. After that, I tried naturopath. Someone recommended naturopath in London that prescribed 120 vitamins to take on a daily basis.
120 vitamins on the daily basis. Wow.
Yes. I was basically in my kitchen from morning till night, just taking this stuff. But it was my cancer was progressing extremely fast. It didn't work at all. It's actually, if anything, it made it worse. So it tripled in the lymphocyte count, tripled. So then I didn't want to stop on my experiments, and I started searching again. So I found Dr. Filonov. I found dry fasting, and then I was looking.
When it was exactly?
It was about 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
7 months ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I do one step back? You have found yourself with the stage 4 of leukemia, right? But you didn't notice anything happening with your body before stage 4?
No, I noticed my lymph nodes, lumps. There was just like huge lumps. You could see them on my neck, on my under my arms. They were very painful, and it was like really
But
big.
for how long it was before you noticed something and you discovered?
I actually, how long until I discovered leukemia? Until it was
You had some symptoms, maybe you were not attentive to your body. Why you discovered so late? I'm just curious how it's happening with people.
so I had a condition called lymphocytosis, which where lymph uh, is elevated, but not to the point that you can call it lymphoma or leukemia. It was like, so they said to me, it's only 1 in 100 that can get leukemia progression from lymphocytosis. It's like, forget about it, don't worry about it, it's nothing.
They told you don't worry. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So I didn't worry so much about it. I used to smoke. So had led like a stressful, like my work is very stressful. So I didn't really take care of the way I'm taking care of myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just my lump, I could see the lump on my throat and was getting bigger. And I was concerned, what is it? Maybe it's my juice or something. So I went to see the doctor and he did blood test, and then he immediately sent me to do a biopsy of my bone marrow. That showed that there is involvement of bone marrow and lymph nodes, involvement everywhere.
So actually the body was showing so hard, so expressively that something was wrong. I see. I see.
And sweaty at night.
So how did you discover Dr. Filonov?
So I started to research because I'm a strong believer in fasting. I saw what I saw after 21-day fast, water fast. I thought, wow, that's like incredible. But I didn't want to do such a long fast because I'm working, first of all. And second of all, I found it was very difficult, as I said before, to get my digestion working. I couldn't go to the bathroom, I'm sorry. It was like really hard.
But someone was following you?
Constantly flushing my digestion, to get all the toxins out.
Someone was following you? You were under supervision, or you were doing it by yourself?
By myself. There is nobody really here in Australia that's doing it. There is one clinic, but they're not allowed. But they don't allow you to do colonic or and with water fast. It's very important. It goes all over the body, constantly. You feel sick and nauseous all the time if you don't flash.
Yeah.
So I started to look for fasting. While I was researching fasting, I saw dry fasting. So I started reading about that. And that was amazing, the information that I was started to get. And then I thought, who can I do it with? Who can sort of like help me out with that? And then I saw a couple of clinics in Ukraine and in Russia. But Dr. Filonov is the only doctor that's actually doing. I felt more comfortable with doing it with a doctor than just another person who just, who is doesn't have the qualifications. So I started so I did 1 day fast on my own, dry fast. I just wanted to experience it. And then another week I did 2 days, and then 3 days. And then I joined your group, I think, after that. And I did that.
We should say that even before that you started by yourself to do dry fasting, actually by doing water fasting with the enemas, you were already cleaning your body. So it was very good preparation before dry fasting, because people, I understand them that doing immediately dry fasting for people who are intoxicated, who are taking a lot of medicine, it's quite difficult. So you have to be well prepared. And your 21 water fast was a perfect preparation to go further with the water fast, with the dry fasting. And then you contacted us for online course of 21 days that we are doing for long fast, long preparation for long fasting. And you did 21 days with us.
I did. So I did 11 days dry fast. I prepared physio and then I did straight away 11 days. 11 fast, and that was like, I loved it, you know, because
immediately the first time by yourself after good preparation you did 11 days.
So I did 1 day, then I did 2 days, then I did 3 days, then I did 3 days of dry fast, and then I did 11 days.
Not immediately. Okay.
You know, so I did it slowly. I didn't want to, you know, I wanted to learn about it, and so I don't have fear. You know, like they say everywhere you read, after 3 days you die.
Oh my God. So many things people are telling out there.
Doing it, I was learning the physiology of the body, how it works. You know, a lot of it was from Dr. Filonov's book that I purchased, and I understood that there is no, you know, what happens with my body when I'm fasting. So I felt very at peace, and I had no fear, and I believed in it very much. You know, I didn't have any doubts, and I still don't have any doubts that this is the best for me.
You are perfect student. You're perfect patient because you're doing everything gradually. Like, and in being in contact with your body, like feeling your body, you understand the dynamics, how it's happening, what is happening, and you are just following your body. You are getting to know it better and better each time, because even with fasting you are discovering your body each time, like a new experience.
Exactly. So I do it every 5 weeks. So like every 5 weeks I do a 9-day water fast.
So let's come back to that. The Dr. Filonov usually, I will like put subtitles in this way under what you're saying. The Dr. Filonov is usually telling that if you are doing a long fasting and you want the next one to be accumulated to the previous one, the difference shouldn't be like more than 2 months. So that's why you are doing within 2 months one, then within 2 months another, again, yeah. Within 2 months another. And how many of long fasting have you done already up to now?
So I've done five, and now like I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is very hot, 35 degrees here. So I might start after tomorrow because it's
and
a little bit.
Christmas and New Year is not stopping you.
Doesn't matter. My friends will come and we will still be together, but you know, I'm not.
It's because people sometimes are trying to find some excuses why they are not doing something, you know. Like New Year, it's not an excuse if you really believe in something and you go on like for if you have the goal, so to say. So you did 5 long fasting, and what message did you send to me? You sent to me in Russian, but tell in English what happened with you after this only 5, like only, it's quite a job, but in any case.
5 days, I can say that, well, with results, my lymphocyte count, as I said before, it was like very fast up. It was tripled, and then it was just growing. And then I went to oncologist, and he said, now it's time for you to start therapy. Whether before he didn't, and now he said, it's time for you to start. And I said, can I think about it? Can you give me like a little bit time to think about it? He said, I give you a little bit, maybe a month, but you know, you have to really start therapy. And I thought about it, so I immediately went on my dry fasting. And after my dry
fasting, why before he was not proposing you therapy, and after he did?
So what happened is I was very sick. I got the virus, you know, that's going around.
Modern virus.
Modern virus. And because of that, my lymph nodes swollen up. It's not because the lymphocyte count went up, but because of the virus, it went up.
Okay.
So I understood that this he you know, he doesn't get it, that it's the the virus, the modern virus that did that. So the minute I've done the dry fast, it went completely down again. And it not just down, but the blood tests show that it reversed. So it's instead of going up, it went down. So that tests show that there is like 35% down. It goes down and down. Every time I do the test, it goes down and down, drops every time. So I said to him, I'm doing fasting, because he said, what did you do? What's happening? It's very strange. So I said to him, I'm doing fasting. And he said, what? You need to drink. What are you talking about? What are you doing to yourself? I said, but my results are good. And he said, you know what? Continue doing what you're doing. I don't want to know about it.
So
but
why we call modern virus and we do not call names things by their names, because we can be blocked. So that's why we avoid to be blocked. Have you done injections from modern disease?
No.
Okay, just to understand, you haven't. So what are the results after 5 fasting? What happened?
So as I said, it's reversed the disease instead of progressing, and me having therapies, chemotherapies. I don't need it anymore. He said I don't need to, and like if he used to see me every 3 months, now he said you can come every 6 months. So there is no need for treatment anymore any longer. It's just going down and down and down.
Wow! So from 4 stage now, he is not even proposing you the therapy because it's always going down.
He said you don't need. It's amazing. Continue doing what you're doing.
Wow.
So yeah, I love it. It's incredible. And with fasting, once you do it, for me, it's like I'm looking forward to my fasting. It's
just
crazy.
To that today I'm fasting.
I love it because it just, first of all, it releases a lot of dopamine in your brain, and so it makes you feel very happy and peaceful. And because you don't talk, your mind is.
You have a lot of time for yourself.
And you come back to yourself, and it's a very spiritual experience. So it calms your nervous system, and I just love it.
I remember we were speaking when it was your father as well on the online consultation, and I remember that he was thanking doctor for your happiness because he finally started to see you again smiling, and it was so touchy.
Yes, yeah, and he does it as well, and he's also feeling much better. Yeah, so it's just, and another thing, what it helped me. I used to have a phobia. I used to be scared to drive on highways, and especially on speed, like wide highways. I used to come up with all this sweat everywhere. It was a disaster. It was terrible. And now, after fasting, I don't know how it works, but I can drive now on highways.
Did you see our YouTube channel? There is a video about how dry fasting is curing the phobias, psychological aspect of dry fasting. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see.
It's on our channel. It's like what you described, like dry fasting. It's really releases you from phobias and it's curing your fears.
Wow. So this is
so you didn't see it, but you are saying it. You're confirming it.
It's incredible. It's completely. I can drive. I was like driving yesterday on a highway, and I'm fine. No more panic attacks. Yes, so that's also very good.
Incredible. It gives you so much power, like inner power, connection with yourself, inner power. And imagine all the people on this planet Earth become without fear, fearless. Wow.
And also, when you fast, as I said, when you're fasting, you're coming back to yourself, and so you can give so much more. You can hear other people, not just your thoughts, which are, you can actually you become more caring, more open to, you know, to other people as well. And you want to share it with them. You just want to share it and help. When I see someone that's suffering from arthritis or something else or anything, I just say, just fast. I just do it. It
You know,
works.
I love your strength, because it seems whatever you are telling right now seems so easy. Like everything seems so easy. Like you had this, you did this, you did. I love this, because this is the type of person you are, like strong person. You're not like falling down into complaining, into being like capricious about things. I
No
love
need,
it about you.
no need. It's just the disease, this disease. I'm thanking God every time for this. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be where I am now. You know, I wouldn't discover all of these things, of the strength that I have, the positive attitude. You know, all of this came with the understanding myself after fasting.
Okay, you make everything very easy, but what is the hardest thing about dry fasting for you?
For me, I would say the tongue. I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, the white.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So that's one thing that's you know, yucky. And sometimes, and I have to work. You know, I'm working as well. It's not like, you know. So
But you are
even
not
when I have
touching
to talk,
water. You are not touching water.
no, no water at all. So I just brush it with the spoon. So
Mm-hmm.
I rid of the white stuff wherever it is on this. Yeah, so that's one thing. And that brushing my teeth, or not brushing with the tissue, you
Yeah.
know, just wipe my teeth with tissue. So because I noticed from the first time when I did, my gums were bleeding, and I couldn't understand what's going on. But after I started brushing, not brushing, wiping my teeth with tissue, it stopped bleeding. So
Mm-hmm.
once it stopped, it didn't bleed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either bacteria or whatever it is, I don't know. But it's that was so that one, that's the for me. And also not sleeping at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
did this with it.
I just sit outside on the backyard. I meditate or I go
And
for a
it's
walk.
not ruining your like everyday life, your work, you maybe you're
No, you
tired.
have energy. And you know what? My performance at work, I do a lot. I am a project manager, so I can focus on what I'm doing much more clear, much more, and more. I have more energy. It's crazy. I don't know how, but I don't feel as tired. Like I have more. You feel more energetic. Only day 8 and 9 is when you're a little bit more tired, but during the other days it's fine. You have the energy, and I do ice baths, ice showers.
Mm-hmm. I dosing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So uh, ice dosing is beautiful. I love it.
So
You feel
you are doing during fasting every day, like 3 times per day, or whenever you have time, how it's happening?
no, I do it 3 times a day,
Wow.
or if I'm working, do it. But usually on day 7, 8, 9, I do it quite a lot. 5 times a day. I do like 3 to 5 times.
For people who have cancer, it's very important to apply to dry fasting as well ice dosing, like 3 buckets of ice water, like less than 11 degrees Celsius. Doctor is always saying it's helping to burn these cancer cells. Yeah, you are doing the correct protocol, like everything the doctor is saying you're doing.
Yes. So in between the dry fasting, I do sauna. So I start the day with the infrared sauna, and then cold ice bucket. And we are ready to face the world. I think it's very important also
Do
the
you do massages? Do you do meantime massages maybe while you are fasting or out of the fasting days?
when I'm fasting, I did once, I think. I didn't do that many massages, but I don't have time. I'm
In your
working.
case, it's helping this even without massages, only
I
fast.
do like trampoline, you know, I jump like to get the lymph going.
You're jumping.
So I do a lot of trampolining every day. I do on my mini trampoline, I do like half an hour, 40 minutes. It gets sweaty. So that moves toxins and gets the lymph moving. Yeah. Yes.
What are your friends are telling? What are your colleagues are telling about fasting?
The worst thing is to tell your family that you're doing dry fasting, because everyone is on your back. Please, when are you going to start drinking? You're going to die in a minute if you don't have it, if you don't eat. So now they're used to it, and now it's okay. My friends are so like, you know, it's incredible. Everyone says, well, I want to do it with you. Now I can see what it's doing to you. I want to do it with you. I said, let's start, you know. I am ready to share anything you need, you know. It's, you know, you've got Dr. Filonov, you can get in touch with my, you know, doctor, who I think is incredible. And, you know, the team is incredible. You're incredible. You know, you get so much knowledge from the preparation, how to prepare and what to do.
Tell me, how was our online course?
It was very good. It was very good. You were there to support. You gave us so much information. It was everything. Everything that you just do it. Everything in detail. Everything was great. And plus, it was good to hear other people. It was good to be in a group. So you can see what other people have problems with, and you can share with each other. It's really good when you can share it with other people, when you're not alone. I'm here alone, you know, but when you're doing it in a group, it's a big advantage.
Yeah.
It's really, yeah, I think it's the best. I don't know, doctor knows, but for me, I think it's the best thing. There is your body. If you understand your body, if you understand how it works, if there is a disease, as they say, if there is a problem, there is a solution.
Yeah.
So in your body, there is a solution. You just need to believe and let it do its job. And it does it perfectly. It's the best doctor.
You're such an optimist. You have such a good energy. Like, wow.
I don't know.
But do you have, like, some people asking, you know, sometimes, like, how many dry fasting should I do? Like, do you have these questions to yourself, or you just go on without thinking, and whatever it comes, it comes?
I don't. It's part of my life. I don't ask how many dry fasting is my body need to you know, to cure itself. I do the fasting, and you know, the body is just curing itself.
Yeah, you're just not obstacling it.
Yeah, I just give it. You know, I just do it. Just let it. I don't. I can't imagine even not do the fast now. I so much enjoy it that I think I will keep going for as much as I can. I love it. Maybe I'm not going to do 9 days for, like, I don't know, like but when it's cured and when it's gone completely, maybe I will do 5 days, 4 days, but I will definitely continue.
Okay, you made really everything very easy. Really. But recently,
it's easy because it's in your head. It's only hard when your head doesn't agree with what you're doing. You know, that's when it's hard. When you
psychological aspect.
Your mind understands what's happening and why you're doing it and what's happening with your body. It's easy. It's you fear.
And when you
are in peace and in unity with your mind and your body and with your soul. So it's oneness. And that oneness makes it happy and easy and peaceful. It's not a problem. It's only hard when everything is pulling apart. It's not combined in one.
Okay.
think it's
And
simple.
question, because recently, after 5 for dry fasting, you said that recently it started for you to be hard to fast so often. Did it happen?
It wasn't hard to fast often. It was at that time I had because I have a condition on my heart which is called tachycardia.
Mm-hmm.
So that tachycardia usually, like, I would have it constantly. It was driving me crazy. So my pulse would go like 160, 170,
While
very fast.
fasting or
No,
previous?
before fast. Then with fasting, it's less and less and less and less and less. So on my last time, the last time that I did fasting, on day 8, my tachycardia I could feel how to wake up. And I read Dr. Filonov's book, To Stop When Your Heart Goes Very Fast.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I was in a center with him next to me, maybe he wouldn't. But because I'm here by myself, and I don't have anybody, so to ask, nobody really knows about. So I decided to start drinking water slowly.
I
But
understand.
that was maybe 8.5 days.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I just wanted to understand if really it started to be hard to you to drive fast like so often, or it was, as you're saying, it was just a moment.
No, it was that tachycardia. It was the fast pulse.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard. Like, now, I thought to myself, I will give it 6 weeks now between the fasts. But and then, because before it was 4 weeks and 5 weeks between the fasts. And when I spoke to you about it, you recommended to do like a longer period. Dr. Filonov recommended to do longer period. So to me, I thought maybe 6 days to do the period, 6 weeks, sorry, between us. But I so much want to start already. So, and now it's 5 weeks.
Yeah,
So
because
maybe,
it's very important maybe to underline to people. Someone is thinking that doing shorter fasts, it will be a healing process, same as doing a long fast. And really, Dr. Filonov is recommending to do, if you are not supporting long fasts so often, do longer periods of break, but then do a long fast, because long fast is a healing process. It's what is healing your body. It's a long fast, not a lot of short fasts. Just I wanted to underline this because I'm receiving these questions and people ask if it will be helping, like doing 3-5 days. It's better to give a break to your body, to rest, to recover, and then again enter into long fasting.
yeah. So that's what I'm sort of trying to prolong it to 6 weeks, but I'm still doing long fasts. All my fasts are like 9 days. Only the last one was 8.5 days. But usually it's like the first one was 11 days, and then 9 days afterwards. After that, every time is 9 days.
Mhm.
Nine. Like I it's 9.5 really, because I finish the next morning, not the night time. So I do, longer. So
The
it's
exit
about nine
is
and a half
always
days.
after 5 o'clock in the morning. So the exit is
Yeah.
always 5 o'clock in the morning and on, not before.
Yeah. Right.
Cool.
That's
It's
right.
so I'm really happy for you. I'm happy when I'm hearing the results because I see why it's happening with you, you know. The people who go on, who do not stop, who have a positive approach to life, positive approach to what is happening, with a philosophical approach as well, they're getting the results. I lost you.